Hey y'all, this is me. It's Wanda Nero Butler, and I am coming to you today during my downtime, which I don't have a lot of, but I thought it would be a good idea to share with you some of the some wisdom or history behind some of the hymns that we sing in our churches, some of the hymns that are in our hymnals. And we sing these songs traditionally in our church, but we don't know anything about the writers. We don't know who wrote them, what brought them, what situations brought them to the point where they wrote that song, where those words ministered to them. And I thought it would be very interesting to dig some of that wisdom up and share it with you. Feel free to leave in the comments. Leave a comment. Let me know if you need more details, less details, or if you're just not interested at all. That happens. So I'm going to share a little history on a hymn. I'm going to probably play for you, depending on the song, a clip of maybe my favorite rendition of that song. And then I am going to close out by maybe singing that song to you, singing that hymn in the most simplest spiritual way that I can. Yeah, we're going to try to do that. So hopefully, this would be something that you could use. And you never know when you hear other people's stories of how they came to, how they got the lyrics to songs, or what situations they were in. What put that pen in their hand and made them write that song. It may inspire some other young writers to go ahead and write that situation down. Don't be afraid of adverse situations in your life, because there may be a song, a book, a poem. There may be something in that situation that will help, not only help you get victory in the situation, but help somebody else come to the realization that all things really do work together for the good to them that love the Lord and are called according to his purpose. Things just work together anyway. That's the way the universe is built. That's the way the universe moves. All things work together. It's all moving parts work together to make this universe great and make it what it is. So today the song I'm going to share with you is going to be Because He Lives. So because he lives. Of course, I plan to start this Easter Sunday, but that didn't happen. So, but the song is still a good song, and we still sing it. A lot of people still sing it. I sang it a lot in my coming up, and it's a very popular song. So, because he lives, I can face tomorrow. It was written by Bill and Gloria Gaither. It was Bill William Gaither, who started out as an English teacher, and Gloria Sakal, I believe her maiden name was, and she was a French and English teacher, and they taught at the same school. So that's how they met. They got married and yada, yada, yada. This song came about because in the 70s, there was a lot of social uproar, as there always is. Every 10 to 20 years, there's a big something. But there was a lot of social unrest. The drug game was getting, really tough again. Just a different drug, another day. Wars, rumors of wars. We were at war. So they were trying to raise a family, and they had a son, and really didn't know what they were going to do, because this was yet the third child that they had. And times were tough. They were just wondering, what is this child going to face? What kind of world are we bringing these children into? And, people were telling them, having a third kid, that's not a good idea in this day and age. And, but, baby here. So what are you going to do? That was during the movement, one of the movements where they were saying God is dead. That was big in the 60s, 70s. God is dead. And they were just holding fast to their belief that, Jesus lives. And because he lives in you, he lives in me. And they did have a scripture, St. John, yada, yada, yada. I'll come up with it. Because I live, you live. That was the scripture that they based the song off of. So, and Bill and Gloria Gaither, well, actually, this song, Because He Lives, was inducted or put into the United Methodist hymnal in 1993, I believe it is. And I think they wrote it, if I'm not mistaken. My mind does go from time to time. But I believe they wrote it in 1973, 76, something like that, is when it was written. But it got inducted into the United Methodist hymnal in 1993. And I was saying Bill and Gloria Gaither had a big musical movement. They would call a lot of artists together and just sit around the piano and sing and record. I remember seeing a few of those. I was invited to one, but something had happened, so I wasn't a part of that. But I do remember seeing those. They were instrumental in putting a lot of artists on the map, like Jesse Dixon, Sandy Patty. It goes on and on. A lot of family singers they put help launch their careers. So Bill and Gloria, or William and Gloria Gaither, have been around for quite a while, and they have several books out. Lots and lots and lots and lots of music, and very popular music that we know because they're in the hymnals. So I am going to now play for you one of my favorite Because He Lives clips. It's on YouTube. And somebody sent this to me one day, and when I tell you I love it from the first note to the last, I'm going to pull it up and try to turn this camera around so you can see it. But the name of it, I'm sorry, I need my glasses. I don't have to put this on. The name of the video is Donna Marovich. I'm sorry. Donna Marovich, Marovich, playing Because He Lives. And I tell you, it's a treat. Here we go. I'm going to try to turn it around. Okay, I don't know how to do that. So, I'm just going to turn this around. Don't talk about my nail job either. And she's 90 something. Play, mother.
My God. Get out that miserable kid. So really turn up in that thing. Let's get out of here. That's not like a work.
Yes, sir. Now, what holiness church she learned that from? Yes, sir.
Yes.
Oh yeah, she go in when she get that head tucked down in that arm. There you go.
Wow.
Life is worth the living.
Oh, life is worth the living.
Lives. Hallelujah.
Because he lives.
What just happened? Yes, honey. Mother played us under. And I want to encourage the young musicians of the church today. Learn some hymns, please.